Halfpipe, park jumps, backcountry or wall rides. Risto Mattila is part of a growing Finnish contingent that's been taking the snowboard scene by storm with their big spinning, high-flying style. The flashy up-and-comer is fast making a name for himself in the world of snowboarding, setting new standards and earning respect and admiration for his daring moves. A marquee name in the big air competitions, amplitude is his strength, and in 2002 he finished 16th in the halfpipe competition at the Olympics in Salt Lake City. Since he started competing, Risto has built an impressive competitive resume and has established himself as a rising force in snowboarding with his technical prowess and impeccable style. A key player on the Flow World team, along with Scotty Largo and Auntie Audi, Risto relentlessly proves himself to be one of the world's best. The young Finland native was crowned the FIS World Cup halfpipe champion in 2004, ahead of defending champion and good friend Auntie. The big jump maestro wowed the crowds with his seemingly effortless maneuvers. 2 podium places were taken up by Finland's best, further strengthening their dominance in the competition. He was also a surprise winner in the combined slopestyle and superpipe contest at the Nescafé Championship Open in Lausanne, Switzerland in 2004. In epic conditions, it was the versatility of the riders on the different obstacles that make all the difference. With that win, he earned his ticket to ride at the prestigious 3rd annual Arctic Challenge in Tromsø, Norway, where he finished 3rd in the halfpipe competition. There were 9 World Cup halfpipe starts in 2004. Risto competed in 8 and never placed lower than 3rd. His World Cup results solidified his grasp on the halfpipe crystal globe, and 2 FIS World Cup big air podiums added icing to the cake. The pro snowboarder, famed also for his long mop of orange hair, was joined by thousands of snowboard fans as he kicked off festivities in Davos at the O'Neill SB Jam. Showcasing his great style, it was Risto who got the highest voting to be declared ruler of the kicker. In 2005, Risto took the gold at the Big Air of Nokia Snowboard FIS World Cup in Turin. At the final under floodlights, he was the unbeaten man, showing the best jumps of the competition in an outstanding display of technical and power amplitude tricks. It was the night of the Finns because all 3 podium spots at the event were taken by Finnish freestylers. One of the most high-profile figures on the halfpipe snowboard circuit, Risto Mattila looked set to continue his big air dominance. Her strong starts, flawless lines and pure speed ensure that on an icy track she is unmatched. Sylke Otto is at the pinnacle of her sport. The German Luge champion continues to strive for excellence even as she enters the twilight of her career. With her agility and determination, Sylke has experienced the highs and lows of her profession and come out on top. A defending Olympic gold medalist and a 4-time world champion, Sylke led a German sweep of the medals at the 2002 Salt Lake City Olympic Games. In her amazing career, she's also finished in the top 3 of the World Cup standings every year since 1999 and has won the overall points title 3 times. After placing a disappointing 13th at the 1992 Olympics and failing to make the German team for the 1994 and 1998 Games, Sylke changed her diet and weight training programs, lost a significant amount of weight and turned herself into the most dominant slider in the world. As she gets ready to transform herself into a low-flying human missile each week, Sylke relishes her status as the fastest woman on ice. Of the 36 medals awarded to women in the luge in Olympic history, 27 have gone to the Germans. Sylke and teammate Sylke Kraushaar are the 2 most dominant female sliders in the world. For the past several seasons, the 2 teammates have dominated the world scene, between them winning the past 6 major championship golds and 7 of the past 8. An apparent disagreement before the 2002 Salt Lake City Olympic Games reportedly led to an estrangement that has continued over several years, with their now famous animosity coming out publicly at a 2003 World Championship press conference. Sylke, who has been clocked at speeds of up to 130 kilometres per hour, hit a low in 2005 when one of the discs in her neck had to be replaced with an artificial one. 26 years of luging had taken a toll on her body. She underwent surgery and in only her 2nd competition back from the injury, she won her 35th World Cup event. She made a successful comeback when in 2006, to the surprise of no one, she extended Germany's stranglehold on the sport by leading her teammates to another sweep of the medals at the Turin Winter Olympic Games. The dominant German women, who had commanded the podium 4 years prior in Salt Lake City, did it again with a commanding team effort in the 2-day singles competition. Sylke jealously defended her crown to become the 2nd woman to retain an Olympic luge title after East German Steffi Walter-Martin in 1988. By far the world's most recognised female luger, Sylke Otto even has a contingency of fans that follow her from competition to competition. Her drive and intensity is not often seen in her sport, but she has created a lasting legacy for those who decide to follow in her footsteps. Lindsey Jacobellis is undoubtedly America's snowboard queen. Destined to carry on the Jacobellis family legacy started by her brother, Lindsey has evolved from a little girl with amazing skills to a driving force behind the progression of women's snowboarding. What sets her apart from her top-notch peers is that she competes amongst the elite in both the snowboard cross and half-pipe events and comes out on top. On the slopes in Torino at the 2006 Winter Olympics, Lindsey most famously ruined a shot at gold when she fell at the finish line, giving the win to Switzerland's Tanja Frieden, who became the first Olympic champion in women's snowboard cross. Unfortunately, the famed 20-year-old tried to be a bit too flashy on her final jump of the final and ended up wiping out just a few meters from the finish line and had to settle for a silver medal. It was a jaw-dropping collapse that will go down as one of the most unforgettable moments of the 2006 Winter Games. Known as Lucky Lindsey on the snowboard circuit, she is a standout not only for her looks and personality, but she's one of the few snowboarders to compete in board cross, slope style, and half-pipe snowboarding events. The snowboarding sensation put all doubters in their place in 2005, solidifying her place on top of the world in both halfpipe and snowboard cross, with a world championship and 2 pipe wins on the Grand Prix series to claim the overall women's title. The Vermont native finished the 2003-2004 World Cup snowboard cross season undefeated. She won the Women's Snowboard Cross World Cup race in Japan, relegating the favourite in France's Julie Pomagalski to 2nd place. That win enabled her to become the first American rider to win both the snowboard cross and halfpipe competitions at the same World Cup, when she crowned her outstanding performance in Japan with the top podium spot in the halfpipe contest ahead of Australia's Tora Jane Bright. One of the young guns of her sport, the blonde-haired beauty has a killer instinct on the slopes, but epitomises the girl next door personality when she's off it. Passionate, dedicated and giving, she donated 10 inches of her curly blonde hair to Locks of Love, a charity that makes wigs for children who have lost their hair due to illness. She was nominated as 2004 Sportswoman of the Year by the Women's Sports Foundation and wants to inspire youngsters to take up snowboarding and credits the Snowboard Cross Games with expanding the sport. Lindsey is now one of the top guns of American female snowboarders, a group that includes Hannah Tita and Alina Height. The growth of events such as ESPN's X Games and the addition of snowboarding to the Winter Olympics is a trend that bodes well for Lindsey and her snowboard cohorts as the masses continue to flock to their sport. Lindsey Jacobellis is at the forefront of young, talented American snowboarders who are helping move the sport into a mainstream winter activity, and she looks set to cement her place in the sport's history books. Lars Lewen is a talented alpine skier and member of the Swedish European Cup team. It seems that nothing can stop the talented powerhouse who continues to dominate with his impressive style and determination. During his first X Games, he came first in front of all the favourites and repeated this feat during the US Open. In only one season, Lars has become the man everyone wants to beat. It's not really free skiing and it's not really alpine racing, but ski cross athletes seem to be happy with their in-between niche, a place Lars is flourishing. The top dog on the 2005 Saab Crossmax International Tour for the 3rd year in a row, Lars has the most infamous starts on the tour. He won gold at the WX in 2003, then took home the silver in 2004, but 2005 saw him pull out of the competition with illness. Highly motivated, Lars continues to win victories thanks to his risk-taking and tactical sense. In 2003, he defeated some of the world's top skiers at the Solden Glacier in Austria for the Saab Salomon Crossmax Tour. The contest involves racing against rivals at full speed over the icy track. The Swedish star was quick off the gate and never looked back, beating out highly rated competitors Roman Hoffer and Florian Scuotto. The former Swedish junior national champion likes to live just as dangerously away from the slopes as he does on them. He takes his speed to the racetrack when he's not on skis, racing his Porsche 911 in the Porsche Club of Sweden. Lars is a member of the powerful Saab Salomon Crossmax Pro team. In 2005, he again won the final of the men's Crossmax race in Colorado, taking the lead early in the run and holding on to secure the win ahead of France's Inak Gaviggio and America's Tyler Shepard. Ski cross is similar to snowboard cross, which made its debut at the 2006 Winter Olympics in Turin and was an instant hit with spectators. Organisers and fans of the sport are hoping that ski cross can be recognised as an Olympic sport in future Winter Games. Following in the footsteps of fellow Swede Thomas Andersson and Peter Lind, Lars inherited the top of the podium in 2005, winning the Skier Cross Award. He won the International Series overall ranking for the third year in a row in 2006 and looked set to cement his position in the world standings as a genuine leader in his sport. Continually focused on speed and working with new gear that will give him the extra edge on the snow, Lars Lewen has dominated his sport for many years and doesn't show any signs of letting up. Manuela Pesko has seamlessly moved from the alpine snowboarding days of her youth to the smooth super pipes of today. The changing of a guard doesn't happen overnight. Every movement has a few leading the charge, and that's where the Swiss halfpipe star used her enthusiasm and determination to promote her sport. After learning to snowboard as a child, Manuela competed in alpine events for about 6 years before switching from alpine to freestyle at the age of 21, after a sponsor recognised her talent and suggested that she switch. While not overly flashy, Manuela rides with intensity and speed throughout her halfpipe run and links cleanly executed spins together. Since her switch, the Swiss rider obtained champion status in just 3 short years on the 2003 FIS World Cup Tour, when she was the top-ranked rider for the halfpipe events. She emerged as one of the world's leading female halfpipe stars when in 2003 she beat Australia's Tora Jane Bright by just 0.3 points to win the FIS World Cup halfpipe women's event at Whistler. In a sport known for its laid-back vibe, Manuela continues to raise the bar with her powerful halfpipe riding style. She suffered a serious knee injury in 2004 when she landed the wrong way on a jump, but such was her dominance in the competition that she still managed to finish third in the world rankings. In 2006, Manuela had great success as she continued her rise up the rankings. The Swiss star won the World Cup halfpipe competition in front of her home crowd in Switzerland, taking gold ahead of Julianne Bray and Sophie Rodriguez. She also won the last halfpipe contest of the World Cup in Japan, successfully competing in the ladies' final and winning with 38 points, leaving Japan's Sylke Otto in second place. Showcasing her smooth style, flowing seamlessly from one side of the pipe to the other, Manuela said for her, it was all about pleasing her audience.
So So it's just a mind game on the start, and I really wanted to show the crowd something.
After an outstanding first run, victory again went Manuela's way in the Snowboard FIS World Cup event in Kreisberg, defeating Tora Jane Bright and Mercedes Nickel. She competed in her first Winter Olympics for halfpipe, but finished in 7th place, up against some of the best young talent in the world. Manuela Pesko has undoubtedly made her mark on the world snowboarding circuit and has set a formidable challenge for her competitors, thanks to her unwavering consistency at the highest level.